Welcome to the end, y'all. Double overtime. Michael Beasley here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. So, let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. You got their asses whooped. Let's just face it. They got their asses whooped. It was 17-10. I shit y'all not. The score was 17-10. IU had just ran for a touchdown. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Because they were down 17-3. I was like, they're going to make a comeback. They're going to make a comeback. And then the next thing I knew, not even 7 to 10 minutes later, I look at the score. It's 38-10. Going into halftime. Because Connor Bazelak couldn't figure it the fuck out and stop throwing it to the other team and throwing it out of bounds and just throwing it. The game. So, Cincinnati was the real deal in regards to playing at home. They had the home atmosphere. IU made a third quarter comeback. I felt like there's a moment in the third quarter when IU should have kicked a field goal and they could have cut the score to 11 instead of 14. But, that's just here and there. They still lost. 3-1 now. I saw Notre Dame fans, because Notre Dame won today. Finally. They finally beat a good team. They beat North Carolina. That's not a good team. They beat North Carolina 45-32. Granted, I was impressed Notre Dame scored 45 points. I said, damn, that's more points than y'all combined the previous two games. I'm just saying. But I saw Notre Dame fans trying to throw the little pellets at me and shit. Whatever you want to call it. I call it pellets. Because when they're like, oh, IU fans, your team's getting spanked, yada, 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 whatever it may be. Motherfucker, I've been an IU fan for 34 years of my life. I can honestly tell you, I've never seen IU football win a national championship because they never have. I've never seen them win a Big Ten championship because they did it the year I was born. I'm just going to be real with you. Losing in regards to Indiana football, it's something we're all used to. Notre Dame, y'all are this prestigious program. Football, oh my God, it's Notre Dame, who's chosen to be in the top 5 every fucking year. Why? I don't know. Chosen to be in the top 5 every year. Disappoint, and disappoint some more. But you know what the Notre Dame fans are going to do? They're going to say, go Irish. And then let's jump on into some rest of the games, y'all. I'm going to get past that IU shit. It is what it is. IU plays Nebraska next week. We can beat Nebraska. Nebraska's worse than the fucking... Nebraska's almost as bad as Purdue is right now. Actually, they're worse than Purdue is, but Purdue almost lost at home tonight to... Who the fuck was that? Florida Atlantic. 28-26. Purdue barely pulled out a nail biter. Purdue, per fucking shit. Hoosiers! But let's get to the other games around the league, y'all. So, we had some ranked teams go down. When I say go down, the University of Miami, the Miami Hurricanes, the U lost. Losers, fucking losers. The U lost. Number 25 ranked U, who was ranked number 13 last week, who lost last week, lost again this week, at home to who is it? Clemson? No, they didn't get beat by Clemson. Duke? No, they didn't get beat by Duke. Who they lose to, man? Bruh. They fucking lost. Miami, at home, they lost to Middle Tennessee. Those Blue Devils of Middle Tennessee. I don't even know that's what the fuck that shit is. I ain't never even heard of them. I mean, I've heard of them, but they ain't never been relevant before unless college basketball during the tournament, they got one upset. I don't know. But yeah, and Tyler Van Dyke, the quarterback for the U, he got benched because he sucked. And Tyler Van Dyke, if y'all watched the Sports Corner this past week, we had a quote about him on how he hates playing at home. Well, we understand why you hate playing at home now, buddy, because you get embarrassed at home by Middle Tennessee. They lost by 2 fucking scores. Literally, got their asses whooped. Actually, might have been worse. I don't know. It was bad. It was like similar to the IU game. Like, damn. And then we got number 23 Texas A&M rebounding to beat Arkansas today. Number 10 Arkansas. Arkansas has taken their first defeat on the season. I had a lot of promise for Arkansas this year. I thought they were going to run the table a little bit. They play Alabama next week, so you know where that table's running to the ground. But so yeah, Arkansas came out strong though. They just made some critical errors. You can't fumble the ball on the fucking 7 and let Texas A&M run that shit back. You just can't do that. You're gonna lose games like that. And then we had a nail biter today, fucking in Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech with the upset over number 22 Texas. Yeah, y'all, Texas is not back. Card played the backup quarterback. It did end up playing. Texas is not back, though. They lost again. That's what happens, I mean, when Texas loses to Texas Tech, Texas ain't back. And then we had some nail biters in the ranked leagues. So we had a couple nail biters. The first nail biter, we had number 5 Clemson versus number 23 Wake Forest, which surprised me. I mean, Wake Forest was at home. It took fucking a miracle god to beat Liberty last week, but yet they come out and they play Clemson all the way to double overtime and lose by 6. So, I mean, kudos to Clemson. They pulled out that nail biter. It's probably the only hard team they'll play all season other than Notre Dame. You see that Notre Dame? I almost said y'all were hard. I'm just kidding. Y'all ain't hard at all. Clemson's going to beat y'all by 50. And then number 11, Tennessee beat Florida at Tennessee. Florida was ranked number 23. The shit came down to the wire again. Florida fought until the whistle blew. But they didn't have enough. Anthony Richardson, he did have numbers, though. I believe he went over 300. He had 2 touchdowns rushing. Like I said, Florida fought him to the wire. They even got an onside kick. They just didn't have enough time left. There wasn't enough time in the game. And probably the biggest upset other than Middle Tennessee beating Miami. I mean, that's just wild. The U going down. Oklahoma, number 6 in the country, went down to Kansas State at home. Let me say that again. Oklahoma lost at home, number 6 in the country, to Kansas State. Kansas State dominated Oklahoma that entire game. Adrian Martinez, he did whatever the fuck he wanted to. And if that name sounds familiar, Big Ten people, that's because he transferred from Nebraska. That's the same Martinez. The funny thing about it is, that's probably why Nebraska sucks this year. You know what I mean? So kudos to Kansas State. That's a big dub for them. They will more than likely move into the top 25, of course. Alabama won today. Ohio State won today convincingly. USC pulled one out at the buzzer, 17-14. And then finally, the game of the week had to be Washington State versus Oregon. I watched this game at work. I watched it from start to finish. Washington State led the entire game. But in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds, Oregon scored 22 unanswered points. Oregon beat that ass. And the Washington State fans went home crying. They did. I mean, the majority of that game, I thought, damn, Washington State's going to be ranked. They should be ranked. I mean, they look like the best team on the field right here. And then we quickly found out that Bo Nix went over 400 yards for the first time in his career. Shout out, Bo Nix. You left Auburn because you weren't good enough to win the SEC, so you had to go to the Pac-12. I don't blame you. USC and UCLA is dipping out, so you might as well be relevant eventually. Granted, I think you only have a year of eligibility left, so what do I know? I'm just a regular guy. I don't know shit. But don't tell them that, though. That's all I got for college football today. The Colts play the Chiefs. And I'm going to love to end things with a quote about the Colts and the Chiefs. Dear Lord, baby Jesus. We ain't praying to baby Jesus. Dear God. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please let the Colts defense show up. Please let Matt Ryan score touchdowns. Please let Jonathan Taylor go over 150 yards. Please let Patrick Mahomes throw 4 interceptions. Please let Kenny Moore score a touchdown. Please let the defense make a damn stop. Please, please, please let our field goal kicker make their extra points. Please, please, please fucking just win. Let's go Colts. Until next time, y'all. Peace. I'm out. We the ones.
Eyes are looking low, like I smoked a half a pound. Money in my pocket, getting too thick for a wallet. Gotta put it in the safe. Checking if I locked it, cause I see the haters watching. And no stopping ain't an option. Had to switch up how I live, cause I wasn't living conscious. No, that I'll never trust. And that's a fucking promise. Realign my mental compass. Now my life is tasting scrumptious. Yeah, I'm zoned in and I'm focused. Trying to get $1 million. And I wasted on a come up. So I'm breaking my old habits. Getting rid of my distractions. Trying to be a better me. Something everyone should practice, but they way down and distracted. Playing dumb, but they just acting. Give me money, satisfaction. Need it all, don't want a fraction. In my way, but I won't have it. Take them out just like subtraction. We want smoke, yeah, we want action. So I gotta make it happen before I'm laid up in that casket.